Now check this out.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I've got that Friday feeling, Jack. Have you?
Yeah, sure do.
Have you noticed that I'm moving it quite gingerly today?
What's happened? What have you done?
I've caused myself a mischief.
Thieving flowers?
Ha! No, and I still haven't brought in those gardenis I took for you. They're dead now, well and truly. Like, they have a very short shelf life. No, I can barely bend my rude finger because last night I was cracking open coconuts for my kids.
You were telling me about these drinks they'd been requesting.
Oh, man. We had a day in Mexico during the whole holidays. It was just off-the-cuff, brilliant adventure. And we had this delicious coconut drink there. And I promised Kit, my middle son, I'm going to make it one day. So I bought the coconuts like 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't felt like doing it. So last night I thought I'll start the process.
Yep.
And I pierced the 2 holes. You know, they've got the 3 holes like a bowling ball. Pierced them with a like a big fork that you use for carving meat.
Yep.
And I was smashing it through and I missed. And it went with the full force of a bashed hammer into my finger. And I was like, oh, God, that hurt. All night I was tossing and turning like
because of the finger.
Yes, going and I woke up and it was all blown up and everything.
You should have stuck to your guns and never made those coconut drinks.
You're absolutely right.
You were right in this circumstance.
I was right. I had to throw them out because I'd left them too long and they were rotten inside. So it was all for
That's a lesson.
It is a lesson. White Lotus, we're going to be talking about Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry's relationship. We're going to call it It's on the Rocks.
Break up already.
It feels like it's on the rocks, but we'll do a deep dive.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Say g'day.
Yes, give us a call and have a chat. Today's topic, a little win or a little whinge. Kel, what's it going to be?
I'm picking the win today.
Great. What's your big win for the week?
Well, you know what? I've been umming and ahhing for ages, and I took the plunge and applied for a job, and I've actually got it.
Yes. When did you find out?
Just yesterday.
Oh.
Hush, hush. Obviously, I haven't told my employer at the moment.
Well done. You're going to need a fresh lippy for day one. You're off to Priceline Pharmacy with your voucher. Thanks for sharing, Kel.
Oh, thank you.
How exciting.
How good. I'd love to call her employer live on air now and tell them.
Well, that's because you're dead inside. Jeanette from Sydney. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Chrissy. How are you today?
Little win, little whinge, my girl.
So my win today is the teenagers today, the 20, 25-year-olds. They actually give lists to their boyfriends of what they want, like chocolate, picnics, roses, balloons, and you're going to do it. This is what I want. Here's my list. Make sure you do it.
What? That's really rough.
I kind of love it.
See, I can't play along, Jeanette, because in my teen years, literally nobody looked at me twice. I was so desperate for a boyfriend and I never had one. So the thought of me putting together a list, top of the list is like, look at me.
Text back.
Talk to me. Thanks, Jeanette. You've got a Priceline voucher. Leah from Brizzy. Leah.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Little win, little whinge, my love.
Yes, my little whinge is people in Queensland, some people don't have air conditioning. with the heat waves that we have at the moment, and I'm a cleaner and I go into people's homes, and when I've done 3-4 hours of cleaning with no aircon.
Leah, I've got to ask you, what is the worst situation you've walked in on as a cleaner?
Ooh, well, I don't go into drawers. So having drawers open is an eye-opener at times.
I bet.
Trust me, I learned about that the hard way. Leah, Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. All right, your turn.
All right.
Or do you want me to go first?
You go first because you'll have a win.
I do have a win. So all my life I've wanted electric pepper and salt grinders.
Oh, they're the best.
I saw them once when I was a kid and I thought that is the fanciest thing. Anyway, I saw them super on sale. And also I've got a bit of arthritis in my wrist, which is probably too much information. But doing the pepper was getting really hard and I thought I'm at that stage of my life I'm going to get them. They arrived. They're beautiful. A set, black and pale wood, right?
Beautiful.
So, of course, I don't read the instructions.
Oh, you would have no idea how to set them up.
Absolutely none. So I just went straight in and I'm like, the black one is for black pepper, obviously, and the pale one is for salt, which is that. Anyway, I'm excited. I start using it. It's crap. The salt is really good, the black one, the pale one, but the black one with the pepper in it, it just doesn't work, and I'm really devastated because that's the one I really wanted. Anyway, after about a week of being disappointed, I Googled it and I had put the salt and the pepper in the wrong colours. Inexplicably, the black is salt and the pale is pepper and the mechanics inside are different because they're different things.
That's actually bad. That's bad by them. The black should be pepper.
I agree.
Like, that's what you'd immediately go for.
But that's a win because I was so sad and I thought I've just done my money and then I didn't do my money.
Good.
What's your win?
Real
Obviously.
quick whinge. I'm sick of going to the pub or going to restaurants. There's a local pub that happens
Your
to be all
diary
the time.
says otherwise.
I'm sick of going to them and having the food come out before my drink.
Oh, yeah.
Hold my food. Bring my beverage first.
Well, that is standard. That is standard. Who is doing that?
It's happening a lot at the moment.
What?
I know.
Drinks first.
Always. And give me at least 3 minutes to, down it.
And give you at least 3 drinks.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
For all your health and beauty products and advice you can count on, visit Priceline Pharmacy. Priceline has a massive range of brands at great everyday prices. Whatever you're after, you'll find it at Priceline Pharmacy.
Hurry into your nearest Priceline pharmacy or check out priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
A list of the happiest songs in the world have been released. I mean, it's common knowledge that putting on some music can really lift your spirits.
It's therapy.
I can't wait to hear yours.
I don't think you'll even know my happiest song.
Of course. I mean, of course I wouldn't. Why would you pick a classic like YMCA by the Village People?
Oh, come on.
All right, I'm going to take you through the top
the
5.
worst.
Is it?
Yes, it's so cringe.
I must say, out of the Village People, You Can't Stop the Music is my favourite off that album. Let's go through the top 5, shall we? From 5, and then we're going to finish on number 1. These are scientifically proven. 137 beats per minute or thereabouts in a major key. That's clear. Obviously not a minor key because that's sad. 4 strong beats to a bar. Bright, loud, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. So you know where you're at.
Yep.
Number 5, Uptown Girl, Billy Joel. I heard last week that this was actually written about Elle Macpherson.
Oh.
I don't think so.
How old would Elle have been when this song was recorded?
And it was around that time.
Okay.
He was just hanging out with Christy Brinkley, who he ended up marrying, and she was in the film clip. But I heard it on the radio, actually. Radio's full of lies.
Don't listen to us.
Go to number 4. The Great Pinky.
Topical with a new album dropping today.
Get the party started. God, everyone's gone crazy for Pink at the moment. Australia.
We are obsessed.
Obsessed with her. That's number 4. That is a great song.
Number 3.
I was thrilled to see this one, The Great Madness. House of Fun.
Admission, I don't know this one.
Don't you?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. I loved Madness. Oh, God, okay. I just want to listen to the whole
stuck
thing.
in a vortex.
Yeah. The lead singer was Suggs, and he was the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Number 2, the great James Brown. Yes.
This should be number 1, I reckon.
Wait.
I feel good.
Wait till you hear number 1.
Okay.
I knew that I would not.
God, it's good.
So good.
So good. I got you. I hope you're in your car or grabbing your keys, saying see you to
Chucking
the
them in
guys
the bowl.
at work. Oh. You've got a smile on your dial because if you haven't by now, you will. Number 1, Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys. Good vibrations, she's giving me excitations.
It's a tune, but I just think of the good guys.
Oh, yes, of course. It's so good. Can you hear that instrument going woo?
Yeah, what is that?
It's called a theremin.
A theremin.
A theremin, yeah. Look it up. It's a very unique instrument. It's not on a huge amount of records, which you can imagine. But that's called the theremin. There you go. That's not a lie. Radio's not full of lies all the time.
What's your number 1 happy song if you were doing the list?
My number 1, and I was surprised to not see it there. It might not fit the criteria, but this by Queen does not fail to make me smile.
Stop me now.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. I've got goosebumps. Stop me now.
That should have been on there.
Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. It's so good.
It didn't even make top 10.
I know.
What?
What is that about? Okay, what's yours? Come on, bring the
Mine
mood
would have
down.
to be from a DJ called Fred again. Daniela, Smile on My Face at the moment is my happiest song.
Just remind me, never play these games
I know.
with you.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's clickbait.
Whenever I see the words Masked Singer, my beloved television show, of course I click on it. This story is from the US version where Judge Nicole Scherzinger,
I love her.
or as Mel B calls her, Nicole Scherzinger, was left in tears after the greatest reveal ever. So they had a gnome on this year's competition, same as we had last year on The Masked Singer. Underneath the gnome costume was Matt Preston on the Australian version, but underneath the gnome's costume in America was the great musical theatre performer, actor, amazing man, Dick Van Dyke, who's 97 years old.
Far out. That's a health hazard with those costumes because they're hot, man.
He is so alive, you know.
Yeah.
It's so inspirational that he's still doing fun stuff.
That is sick.
Like The Masked Singer. It's extraordinary. Here is a little snippet of him singing When You're Smiling by Frank Sinatra.
So keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling,
oh my God,
the whole world smiles with you. Yes, the whole world just smiles with you.
What a treat.
And what a fitting song.
Yeah, it was so gorgeous. And of course, he's famous for many things, but really, my childhood was set alight by him in Mary Poppins. And he actually did Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on the stage there on The Masked Singer too. And he can still hold a tune.
Yeah, he sounded great.
He still sounds
He sounded
like
about
Van
60.
Dyke. I love it. What's that old adage? Find something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. How often do you change your sheets, Jack?
I am very good at this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I just didn't see that coming. What?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
What?
I'm like a week to a fortnight max.
I'm not surprised by that. I would have thought a week max for you. I think it's the worst job.
Oh, it sucks.
Having said that, I used to be fine with it when I just had the one bed. Now we've got 5 beds at my house.
Oh, as a mum, it would suck.
It's
I appreciate
a full day
Yeah.
of washing, not ironing, who irons, not me, washing, getting them on the line or in the dryer. It is a pain in the A.
The reward, though, of the nice smelling sheets, it's
Oh my
so
God.
good. So worth it.
It's so worth it. Well, Dr. Carl, not the neighbour's Dr. Carl, the real Dr. Carl Kruszelnicki, has said that you are spot on.
Oh,
Hollywood
really?
Jack? Yes, you should do it every 2 weeks unless you live in a sweaty climate. And I'm going to say pretty much every summer, everywhere in Australia is
yeah.
sweaty, where he says you should be doing it twice a week.
Nah, that's too much.
I'd have to give up work,
Yeah.
walking, social events if I had to change
You have to put someone on.
those stinky kids and their beds.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
Come in, Francine. Take a seat. I've put the kettle on.
Oh, yes, please, Chrissy.
Let's just have a little game. I know the answer and you do not, but I want to give you $500 worth of Coles vouchers and Jack does not.
I do. I just don't want to give the full 500, Francine. I want there to be some stakes.
No, Jack, let's go for the full 500 today.
Imagine $500 worth of Coles vouchers. You'd just lose your mind.
That's so much Diet Coke.
What would you spend it on if you had $500 to spend at Coles? Jack had said to spend it on Diet Coke. Frankly, so would I. What would you spend it on?
I would do definitely, well, my whole family, we spend about $300 to $400 worth every week on groceries. So unfortunately, just the boring usual weekly shop, Chrissy.
Well, that was boring, and I'm sorry I even asked the question. You could have at least said an expensive cheese and some ham or something, a charcuterie.
Well, yeah, I'll have some leftovers with the cheese and ham, definitely.
All right, let's sort you out, Francine. 5 clues, let's go. I am a distant relative of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, God. Distant relative of Abraham.
Jack has just snatched off $100 out of my hand, and he enjoyed every minute, Francine. Now for $400. In the 90s, I had a breakout TV role as a doctor. Come on, Francine.
great cat role as a doctor.
Yes, it was the first time we
George
ever...
Clooney.
Yes!
Well done, Francine.
Francine, that's $400 worth of Coles vouchers. Please get a charcuterie board or something.
I will. I will definitely be doing that, Chrissy.
How wonderful for you. That was fun. Now, do you feel okay, Jack?
I do, but I wanted to get to the Oceans clue so we can enjoy this Oceans 11 theme tune.
Well, we're still enjoying
Well
it.
done, Francine.
Good on you, Francine.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And the time has arrived, Jack. I've been desperate to announce this since we started today. We've only been on air for 2 weeks, but finally, we've got an unbelievable prize.
Epic prize.
If you like pink, and who doesn't, you are not going to want to miss a second of the Chrissy Swan Show next week because we have got an exclusive prize, and that is a flight for you and a friend to London to go and see Pink.
How
I'm
sick.
not even joking. Can you imagine? The only way you can win, step one, you've got to register on the Nova Player.
Yep.
And then you've got to have a little game with us on air. It's called Trust or Fall.
Trust or Fall. We really thought about that one.
It was very difficult. Creative geniuses at work. We're going to kick it off Monday. You don't want to miss it. You can only win it here on this show. And imagine London and Pink and your best friend.
How sick.
So exciting.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
I cannot wait to talk about Julia Fox's new handbag with you, Jack.
Oh, yes.
But first, let's talk about this man. He's just living his dream. He was serving 15 years, for murder, so he's not a good guy. But he was like, I'm fed up. I'm getting out of here. What's the best way? When there was a storm on, he wrapped himself in what looks to be, in the 80s and 90s, used to save up and buy sheepskin covers for your car seats. Looks to be one of them that he's wearing just on the side of his body. And he hot-footed it out of the jail, and the guards saw him and went, it's just a sheep. It's actually quite clever. He did get caught eventually, but I don't mind that. I like it.
I wish Prison Break was still on because that's a great storyline for them.
Gee, Prison Break was huge, wasn't it? What was the guy's name in it? Vaughn someone?
Yeah. That's going to annoy me. I'm going to Google it right now.
Okay, Google it, and then we can...
Wentworth Miller.
Yes! I wonder where he is now. And what year was that? What year was Prison Break such a huge thing?
I think around 2005 it kicked off.
That is outrageous!
And it went until 2017. But I feel like the early, the first few years, the early days were...
Oh, it was unmissable.
at its
Unmissable. Also unmissable is Julia Fox's new handbag. Now, to recap Julia Fox, to be honest, I don't even know why I know her. Why do I know who she is?
Because she was dating Kanye for like a month and she was on Uncut Gems and went viral for Uncut Gems.
That's right. So she is an actor. I'd completely forgotten that.
Yeah.
Alice has mirrors on Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
So I love her, obviously.
She's great.
She's been photographed. She's normally photographed with other iconic handbags like Birkins or whatever. She's traded that for a 6-foot-tall body bag at New York Fashion Week. Now, when I say body bag, it's not the bag that bodies go into on NYPD Blue or whatever. It is a bag shaped as a blonde woman, as a body, and she's hauling that around.
There's like an actual wig on the body, on the person too. It just looks like she's holding a person.
It looks like she's holding a person. It doesn't look heavy, though. How can that not be heavy? It's an entire woman.
Teddy bear or something, just stuffed in the middle.
Tell you what, when I first saw it, I thought because she's there standing in front of a roller door and she's got two hands holding up this full-sized human body. And it looks like she's about to walk off with it, dragging, kicking and screaming. And it reminded me of Leo in Christmas 2011 at the local shopping centre. I carried him exactly like
You
that.
did not.
The only difference is that he was screaming and hot, and this is just a bag. God, I would have loved him to be quiet like a bag then.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's correspondence.
If you want to send us a message, we run our socials.
We do.
So get onto it. Follow the Chrissy Swan Show on Instagram and slide into our DMs, just like this lady has done. Posted a little story yesterday of me in Harris Scarf.
I saw that.
Oh, living my best life. And I did have a handbag on one shoulder and a takeaway coffee in my hand. Hey, Chrissy, says this lady, it would be super if you could use a reusable coffee cup. I'm reading this out because I know it makes you
this topic feels
furious. And just show a bit of love for the planet. You're such a role model. Think of how many people will ditch disposables if you do too.
What? Why do you have to be the poster girl of that?
Why does this make you so angry?
Because I hate people that push that upon other people. And like one of life's great joys, even though I'm not enjoying it at the moment, is being handed your coffee in the morning in a coffee cup that you can throw out. I know it's bad. You should try and use a recyclable one or a keep cup. But that's just one little thing in life that brings joy to people in their morning. Why do we have to hate on people for that?
Well, she does. And she is. I was just going to justify it, but I'm not going to.
No.
It's actually none of her business. I'm
Next.
just going to do me. I'm going to leave this one till last because I do really want to talk to you about it. So do you remember early on in this show, maybe the first week, I said that I only brush my teeth once a day at night?
I remember exactly when. It was the first show in an interview with Sarah Arbo. It's etched in my brain.
You're still disgusted, aren't you? Well, my friend Karen is not disgusted.
Okay.
She messaged us to say, Chrissy, congrats on the show. So excited. By the way, my dentist said if you're going to only brush once a day, nighttime is the best time. I am also a once a day brusher.
Okay, so you're doing that correct then?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing it all correct.
Would you ever consider doing it in the morning?
No.
Nothing would...
I've explained why.
Okay.
I've explained why.
I respect that.
I don't want anything to ruin that first cup of coffee.
But do it after the cup of coffee.
Oh, I had literally never thought of that. I'd never thought of that time frame. Oh, yeah, I could brush my teeth before I get in the car.
Yes.
Now, this one. You know, people comment on my neck. They say anything and I find it funny. This one hurt my feelings. Someone wrote, Chrissy, let Jack have a voice too. He's brilliant.
I reckon that's very kind, but I reckon I've got enough of a voice on this show.
I do too, and I just think we're having the loveliest time, and it would just kill me inside to think that there was any part of you that was going, God, that bitch doesn't shut up. Like, I just think we're having a lovely time.
We are. I'm sure people are saying, shut that kid up about me.
They better not, or they're going to get a knuckle sandwich.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
This weekend, Jack,
Yep.
I am putting aside to watch The White Lotus.
Season 2?
Season 1.
Oh, you haven't even watched 1?
No, and Season 2.
Oh, I'm so jealous for what's ahead for you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I enjoyed it that much. I've watched both seasons twice, but the second season is really something.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'll report back on Monday to tell you how little I got through.
There is some news out about Season 3.
That music is the main reason I want to listen to it.
know.
And, of course, Jennifer Coolidge.
If you press skip intro on this music, you don't deserve to watch the show.
Okay. I'm going to write that down because what your opinion matters to me.
It should be a little bug that if you hit skip intro, the show just shuts down. The TV just shuts off. But there is a bit of news.
One of those sneaky messages you get on Instagram that blow up at the end.
Disappears.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville, of all people, has secretly revealed where the next season's going to be
I can't
shot.
believe he's still alive
Season
after
3.
what he's done
I know,
to his
right?
body. He's from
Jackass.
Jackass.
So I had heard that it was potentially going to be in Thailand, but Johnny Knoxville accidentally let slip that it's going to be in Tokyo.
Oh, I need to watch this. I've got to get this. There's 2 series under my belt before that happens. Oh, God, it would be amazing in Tokyo.
It would be sick and really different to Sicily and Hawaii.
But wouldn't I have seen it being filmed if it was...
Well, they haven't even started that.
Oh, okay.
So we don't. It's all in pre-production. And then the other bit of White Lotus news that I'm obsessed with, which is to do with this beautiful theme song, is Tiesto, the great DJ, has officially released his remix of it because this has been going off in clubs for the last, 3 to 6 months.
Has
and
it?
This is what it sounds like. Let's take this into the ads. Gets real hectic.
Oh, yeah! Do people love it?
Love it.
I've got got goosebumps.
How good is that?
So it's weird. That's it's not happening at the clubs that I'm at, but I'm generally at the Lions Club or the Rotary Club, you know?
You are not.
Well, I'll let you know how I go with watching The White Lotus on the weekend. Fingers crossed I get through more than one episode.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Here's the moment you've been waiting for, a deep dive from me and Jack, who are terrible at relationships, weighing in on Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry's. Because we were in the office today and we're looking at an article and we both said at the same time, I reckon they're about to be Splitsville.
Yeah. Or they will be after this interview that Orlando's done. Because I can't imagine Katy would be thrilled with it.
And this is why. So he's done an interview which can be found in Flaunt magazine, which is a huge title that I've never heard of.
Ever.
He says, we're in two very different pools. Her pool is not a pool that I understand, and I think my pool is not a pool that she understands. Sometimes things are really, really challenging. What?
Like, sit down with your therapist at couples counselling and discuss those things, not with a journalist.
That seems really damning. I would not like that to be said about me, like by a partner or a friend.
No. It makes me think they've had a fight that morning, or like he's gone and done it just to really like piss her off.
It does seem fresh. He goes on to say, like he hasn't said enough already, I won't lie, we definitely battle with our emotions and creativity. This is the kicker for me. I think we're both aware of how blessed we were to have uniquely connected in the way that we did at the time that we did. See, that's all past tense.
Yeah. That's actually making me think, hang on, maybe they have split and this is his way of sort of starting to put the feelers out that it's going to be a public announcement soon, maybe? I don't know.
Like, you are absolutely sure that it's over.
I reckon.
Absolutely sure. I just think to say something is really challenging, that's not how I want someone to talk about my relationship. And people, another thing, and you will understand this when I say it, everybody says, you know, relationships are really hard work. Why?
Yeah, they don't need to be.
I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want that. that.
No. You shouldn't be in it if it's such hard work.
But maybe there's something wrong with us.
True.
Because, like, that sentence is reserved for your romantic partner, for your significant other, for your, you know, husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. No one ever says that about the relationships they have with their friends.
And if their
it's hard work. Like me and my best friend Beck, we've known each other since we were 10. Not one day it's been hard work. Not one.
Same with my best mate. And if it were to be hard work, guess what? There wouldn't be a friendship there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So are we like gods?
We just like...
Or are we really emotionally damaged and we can't see that sometimes the joy in a relationship with a significant other comes with the hard work?
I just think that of course there's going to be hard times, but I don't think it should outweigh the good times. There should be 20 or 30% hard in a relationship.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that ratio.
All I do want to say is I'm just thankful Katy and Orlando got together because of those paddleboard photos. At least we got to enjoy those.
That is so true. I want to log this. Friday, February 17th, we said that they were going to break up.
All right.
Okay? You heard it here first on the Chrissy Swan Show.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.